Hi, I'm Jackie Gainey. Welcome to Boston College's Recycling and Energy Conservation presentation. I'm going to start you off with some of our most frequently asked questions here in the Office of Sustainability. The first one being, do screensavers save energy? And the answer to that question is no. If you have anything moving on your screen, that means energy is being used to produce that image. So it's always best to turn your computer off, or if you don't want to wait for it to start up, put it in hibernate mode or standby mode. Another question we get a lot is in relation to lighting. And the question is, if I'm leaving the room for a really brief period of time, isn't it better to leave the lights on? The answer to that question is also no. It does require a little more energy to turn lights on and off than just to leave them on all the way, but it's such a small amount that if you're leaving the room for more than 5 seconds, it's always worth it to turn the lights off. We get a lot of questions about the compact fluorescent light bulbs, or CFLs. Those are the spiral light bulbs. These light bulbs use a quarter of the energy that incandescent light bulbs use. They also last up to 10 times longer, so they're much more environmentally friendly. There is the issue that compact fluorescent light bulbs contain a small amount of mercury, but it's not any harm. If it breaks, make sure not to let it touch your skin, but as long as it's intact, it's fine. And if it does happen to break, make sure to use a towel or gloves to clean it up and everything's fine. Finally, we get questions about phantom power or vampire power. Basically, what is phantom power? This is when you have an appliance that you leave plugged into the wall and you're not using anymore. Oftentimes, appliances still use energy when they're plugged into the wall. So if you have a cell phone charger or a computer charger, you may not have your cell phone or computer attached to the charger, but these chargers will still be taking energy to operate them. They'll have a light on. You can check and see if the little green light's on, then it's definitely using energy. If you don't know if an appliance is going to use energy when it's not in use, it's always best to unplug it. Some easy steps to help with energy conservation are to take care of windows and doors to ensure that they are closed, that there aren't any edges where air could be getting in and out, because about 10 to 25% of heat loss in the house is through windows and doors. So make sure your windows are shut tight, and if you can, shut the blinds because the extra layer of fabric will help keep energy in, and that's less energy that's being used to heat your home or office. As I mentioned before, turn off unnecessary lighting, and when your light bulbs run out, make sure to replace them with the more energy efficient CFLs. In terms of phantom power, one way that you can combat this without having to unplug everything from your walls is to just buy one of those power strips that has an on and off button. This can remain plugged into your wall, and whenever the button's turned off, it's not going to take any energy. So you can leave your cell phone, your computer, anything you want plugged into one of those power strips and turn it off when it's not in use, and you're good to go. And here at Boston College, we ask that everyone turn off their computer monitors at night. IT asks that we don't turn off the entire computer because that would prevent them from getting backup issues overnight, and also it would take too long for everyone to turn their computers on in the morning. So while that would be ideal with your home computer to turn it off when it's not in use, turn off your monitor and that will help save energy.